What's up, pirates? It's your homeboy GM with One Piece chapter 902. And this chapter, when people ask me why do I love One Piece so much, what is there to love about One Piece? Well, from my point of view, from my personal perspective, this is one of those chapters. Like, this is why I love One Piece so much. This is why. First of all, cover of Shonen Jump, Luffy is like leading the roster of the Shonen Jump series. He is dressed as Deku, so everybody has like they're like not cosplaying, but have a different uniform from other manga series. When I saw Luffy wearing Deku's uniform, I was thinking that My Hero Academia is a very popular series and it's on the rise. And I got a feeling that right now in terms of shonen manga, One Piece is number one. Like there is no contest right now. One Piece is the most popular manga in the world as we speak. I have a feeling that when it's gonna be done, if My Hero Academia keeps releasing chapters and volumes as it goes on, I get a feeling that My Hero Academia could be the successor of One Piece, just like One Piece was the successor of Dragon Ball, from my point of view. That is from my personal perspective, but that's how I see it. So seeing him wearing Deku's uniform, it was kind of a wink to me. Like, okay, is that how it's working? Like, is it like I don't know? Is Oda seeing My Hero Academia as its successor in terms of shonen manga success? Maybe, I don't know. Wonderful spread. We see Luffy, Chopper, and Usopp find some candy monsters, and the other crew members are like gingerbread man cookies, and they're trying to escape with their lives as well. So I think that Luffy was eating something as well. I don't know if it was one of the monsters or some other pastry he came along with or whatsoever. But nonetheless, a beautiful spread. The entire chapter is narrated with a song related to Big Mom, Soul Pocus. It's kind of eerie, and of course, it defines how terrifying Big Mom can be. And since that she's back to normal, it's like everybody's happy that she is returning to her former self, and she's about to unleash hell towards Jinbei, his crew, and the Germa Double Six. Speaking of those guys, I am confident that Jinbei will escape. Like he has to. Like right now, he is part of the Straw Hat crew. He must be there at the same time that Luffy is, because at the end of the Fisherman Island arc, Jinbei said that he had to take care of something, and after that, he's gonna come back to join officially the Straw Hats. Now we can't have just the same thing again for this arc, even though it is very dramatic and all that. Come on, Jinbei can't do that same thing twice. I think that his crew will find a way to make him go see Luffy so he can join him officially and continue his adventure with his new crew and his new captain. As for the Germa Double Six, to be honest, Reiju wanted her family to be vanquished once and for all. For the others, I don't think they mind dying. Nonetheless, I don't know. I've grown fond of these guys. Like I wouldn't want them to die, but considering that we are now in the new world, people can die. Like for Pedro, for example, he's dead. Like it seems that like he's dead for good. Like a lot of people were thinking that he might be alive, he's gonna pop out of nowhere and all that. It looks like he's dead, and a character's dead can serve as development for other characters as well. So I think it makes sense because right now, new world, new challenges. Sorry, and right now they are not playing the enemies. They are not playing with this shit. Like they go for kill and that's it. So yeah, Germa Double Six. I do hope they escape, but this is gonna be tricky for them. But going back to Pedro, you got Sanji, thinking about Pedro and Carrot saying that, Sanji, don't feel bad because this is not what Pedro wanted you to feel like. And she's crying, of course, because she really cared about Pedro. It stings to the heart that he's dead, but he did it for a good cause, and it serves as elements for other characters as well. Considering that Carrot is not going back home anytime soon. The way I see it, like she's gonna be in the adventure against Kaido. Like she's gonna be there, but after that, I think that she will go back home to her homeland. Pretty much like Vivi, when she's stuck with the Straw Hats until they reach Alabasta and beat Crocodile. After that, she stayed behind for the sake of the kingdom. I think that Carrot, the same thing will happen. But who knows? Maybe she might join officially. We know that in Luffy's crew, like everybody's welcome. It doesn't matter if you are a living skeleton, a fisherman, a pervert, a drunken swordsman, talking reindeer, you name it. It doesn't matter who you are. Like if you are down with the cause and say, "Hey, nakama for life," for Luffy, you just fill out the requirements and you are in the crew. So having a mink into the crew, that could be nice to see. But the way I see it, I think that for Carrot, it will be until they beat Kaido. But after that, I don't see her join the crew. But I did say in the past that we need another female member. We need a new female crew member in among the Straw Hats. It will be cool to see another girl in the crew because like it's been Robin and Nami for like what, almost 10, 15 years. So maybe having a third girl would be nice. There were two parts in this chapter that were very emotional. Um, First, I'm gonna start with the less emotional one, Brule and Katakuri, and this one was very emotional. We learned how she got that scar across her face, and we saw a little flashback with Katakuri, playing with his siblings, and they are all okay with him, despite how he looks. He's like, hey, you know what? You could, and one of them is telling him, you could make some friends if you could hide your face. And Katakuri at the time, he just didn't care about his appearances. And one day, he goes publicly, and of course, he's carrying a lot of people. And um, for some reason, some of the kids or some people attacked Brule instead of Katakuri, and Katakuri, even not Katakuri, sorry, even though that Brule is bleeding and crying, she looks at Katakuri and say, "You look, brother, I'm not hurt. It doesn't hurt at all. And you know what? You're perfect the way you are." And that really touches Katakuri to the point that he hides his face and he goes full ballistic on these guys. But ever since then, he put on this role to be a role model for his brother and sisters, to be the perfect man, the perfect warrior, and of course, his battle against Luffy kind of woke him up and say, "Hey, you don't have to be this. Like you are who you are. Who cares what people think?" And Broly knew all about that, about Katakuri's, I'm not gonna say weaknesses, but perhaps worries, because he always had to hold this powerful and towering figure towards his sibling. So it was a very touching moment, and I really loved it. Um, and when Billy told him that Straw had escaped, he was smiling. He was happy about that. And even though that Brule was like, "Well, you see, you're happy about that," she's mad about it. But for her, just the fact that Katakuri is safe, for her, that's what matters. So I really saw Brule in a new leaf and seeing a great bond between those two. So it was really beautiful to see and very emotional as well. The second part that was emotional, that one was the most emotional one. Oh my god. Like, oh my god. Pudding and Senji. Wow. Okay. That last request that we saw Pudding asking Sanji. So we knew that at that point there was a kiss being involved, and it was the fact. It was a kiss, but oh my god, it's just the way it was executed. It was emotionally dramatic. She takes out his cigarette and drops it onto the floor. She kisses him. Of course, Sanji, you see a part of the panel where he goes a hard eye and he's wow, mind blown by it. But she takes out the memory of Senji and her kissing, and she says, thank you and goodbye. And the thing that was beautiful about that, one, I love the fact that Pudding did not take all the memories that she shared with Sanji. So I was really happy about that. Second, uh, after that, she was crying, and at the beginning and throughout, we saw some sort of a summary of the moments that she spent knowing as when she was about to become Sanji's wife, from Big Mom declaring that you're gonna have to play your role, to the final moments. And you could see that Sanji really changed her life for the better. Like, he was the only guy on the face of the planet that told her the things that she wanted to hear ever since she was born, that you are beautiful. And she, to be honest, Pudding is beautiful, all right? Fuck the third eye. That's beautiful as well, all right? And seeing her holding to that memory, like literally, and crying, and that was that was heartfelt. It was heartwarming and heart wrenching. Seriously, it really pierced my heart to see that. And seriously, this in terms of dramatic moment throughout the throughout One Piece history, like, well, I'm not gonna say dramatic, but also emotional moments in One Piece history. This was one of those, and I think that one of the reasons why Pudding actually took out the memory, I think that if Sanji had retained that memory, he would have never let her go, and Big Mom would still be after them. And so she had to cut that memory. In the future, I would love to see Pudding again. I'm not saying that I would love to see a happy ending between Sanji and Pudding. Nonetheless, that wouldn't bother me at all. Um, seeing Pudding again in the future, well, near future, definitely not. But like near the beginning of the end of the series, could this happen? It could happen if Big Mom's pirate crew would be dissolved. Like that's the only way that could happen. But other than that, I don't see that happening. Like not before the beginning of the end of One Piece. But seriously, this moment, like it was like 1 or 2 pages, but it was it was beautiful. It was beautifully made, but it was so emotional and dramatic and teary eyed. Like it really crossed my heart, and wow, it was just amazing. Big Mom arriving at the end of the chapter and about to raise hell and kick a lot of asses. So, from my point of view, okay, this chapter is the end of Big Mom's arc, but we're still gonna get a little, how can I say this, a epilogue about this chapter, like what's happening next. Like, is Jinbei gonna survive? Or the Germa double single gonna escape? Like we got like probably the next 1 or 2 chapters, we're at least gonna get that. Perhaps it's gonna get wrapped up in the next chapter. Like it easily could be well done. I think that this chapter ended on a high note with that last panel. Well, with those last panels, we see Sanji cooking for his crew, and everybody's happy about it. And Sanji is asking, "Wait, what happened when I was gone?" Sanji, you don't want to know, all right? And in the meantime, back in at East Blue on the Balati restaurant, Zach is doing the same thing to a bunch of pirates who wants to eat and all that, and people and his own employees are asking, why should we serve them? Like they are our enemies, they don't deserve it, And they're both saying at the same time, I'll feed anyone who wants to eat. We can resolve the rest for later. And this is the ultimate rule of cooking that Sanji and Zeph are living by. It doesn't matter if you are a pirate, a criminal, a saint, a sinner. If you're hungry, I'll feed you. And it was just it was just fantastic. It was beautiful. It was sensational. Like ending on ending a chapter like that's Oda level. Like Oda, he is the man for that reason. That's why One Piece is so popular. That's why One Piece in the world, as we speak, is number one for chapters like that. Yeah. What's up now? Overall, a fantastic chapter. I have nothing negative to say about this chapter. Like usually I would say, hey, it's a good chapter, it's a great chapter, it was an amazing chapter, but this one is fantastic. It is a perfect chapter. Really, really adore this chapter. It was amazing. So guys, tell me your thoughts about this chapter. Comment, rate, subscribe, share this video, much appreciated. I was, doing a giveaway of a One Piece calendar of 2018 and of a Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I'm canceling that because I've drawn those prizes. The winners did not contact me, so obviously uh, they just subscribed to get the prize or whatsoever. So I'm just gonna lay down on the giveaways for a while and probably wait to have more active subscribers until I can do another contest. So the extra calendar that I have, I'll probably give it away to to some people that I actually can't see face to face. So too bad. So sorry about that. And in the meantime, guys, don't forget something very important. Encourage the manga industry like I am right now. Yes, I got a big collection of mangas because it's very important to encourage the manga industry because a lot of people put their hard work to make those happen. You can find them online at your local bookstore. Sorry. Or you can even download legally the digital versions. They're even cheaper. So guys, pirates, I'll see you guys next week. In the meantime, please do me a favor for your homeboy. Take care of yourselves. See ya.